I warn you now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being bombarded with messages, so if you hear vibrations, then you'll know what it is. And I'll probably get no messages now, which makes me look like I'm alone and sad, which I actually am. So at least you'll know the real me. All joking aside, or is it jokes? You may never know. Got another beer review. As if it would be anything else. And we're going back over to BrewDog and we're having a look at the Lost Lager, which is a dry hop pilsner, clocking in at 4.7% ABV in a 660ml bottle. Unicorns are the national animal of Scotland, our homeland. They are also the inspiration behind our audacious approach to alternative altruism, dubbed the Unicorn Fund. And by the way, you can probably hear my MacBook's fan in the background, and it's very king annoying. We've brewed up this beer to celebrate the impact that the Unicorn, yeah, that's the correct word here. Unicorn Fund has on the world, and find out more. BrewDog, yeah, good England there, Peter. But yeah, Lost Lager takes back the ground lost over decades by lager monoliths. Just, God, if you exist, fucking smite me down right now. Lost Lager is a sapphire hop. No, Lost Lager is a dry hop pilsner made with classic German Saphir hops, giving vibrant citrus and stone fruit notes. Built from Bavarian yeast, it has a crisp, clean taste. This lager, like it was, like it should be, like it will be. Lost Lager. Lager is back. And yeah, the unicorn is actually preventing me from reading that properly. So yeah, anyway, that's my excuse. So yeah, BrewDog's Lost Lager. Can't believe I'm only just getting around to this. So I picked this up from my local Tesco's. It was either picking up this, a pack of 4 bottles, or a pack of 6 cans, all priced vastly differently, which I don't really understand. But oh well. So I just thought it's simple just to get one big bottle. I've got a bit of a hangout that I'm going to be joining in a little while. I can't really drink too much because I'm in work tomorrow, so gonna have this, and I've got a couple of like core range beers that I can just drink and not really have to worry about filming reviews of. So yeah, I'm still a big fan of BrewDog. I always have been, and I probably always will. I was actually there recently with my dad, of all people, because we were gifted. Well, I was gifted for my birthday a BrewDog tasting experience for 2 people. And because I have no social life and I will be forever alone, I decided I'd treat my dad to this tasting experience. So we were in Liverpool for it, because I've not really been to Liverpool too much for drinking. It's usually when family are going for a drink and they go to like all the trad pubs and places like Cooper's, which is, if you're not in the mood for Cooper's, then you will absolutely hate being in there. But yeah, just look up Cooper's Liverpool if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Liverpool has its, you know, hot spots. And of course, Dead Crafty Beer Co. who go through some sort of legal issues with the council, who were trying to build a, I can't remember what it was, but it's going to badly affect any business in that area. So good luck to them fighting that. Always good to see companies like that fighting the tyranny of local councils, because let's face it, most of our local councils are run by absolute cunts. And yeah, I'm really quite spiteful today, aren't I, in this review? Quite angry, and I do apologise for my expletives. But yeah, so don't really go to Liverpool too often. And I've not been to the BrewDog Liverpool for absolutely ages, so I thought, I'm always in Manchester, let's go to Liverpool. And yeah, it was awesome. The people behind the bar were so friendly and helpful. Had some really nice conversations about Cloudwater, because I was wearing my Cloudwater sweatshirt. And Yeah, the beers that I had at my taste experience were pretty much core range beers, which I was completely fine with, because you know, it's nice to revisit those beers. Although I will say it, I still absolutely hate 5am Saint. I think it's just not an enjoyable beer at all. It's not an enjoyable style, and I don't think I'll ever warm to that style. But of course, if that's your favourite BrewDog beer, then who the fuck am I to judge? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I had Punk, which was tasting really nice. We had Dead Pony, which I'm starting to warm back to. And what did I have? Also had Indie Pale Ale, which I don't know why people were fussing about that beer, in a negative way, I should say, because it's not a bad pale ale. Although I thought it was brought in to sort of replace Dead Pony. But I actually think Indie Pale Ale's a little bit more tastier than Dead Pony Club. Although none of the beers are tasting bad. And yeah, so I enjoyed it. And I had the hottest chicken wings ever. But yeah, it was a good experience. And although it was gifted to me, I think the value of it was well worth the money. Especially if you're trying to get your like significant other or maybe a family member into sort of like real ale and craft beer. So it's a really good value for money. And I also had 2/3 of Siren's, is it the Mexican chocolate cake barrel aged? I can't remember what it was. And the fridges were looking pretty nice as well. So yeah, I had a good time. And yeah, I've always got time for BrewDog, do you know what I mean? Elvis Juice, still one of my all-time favourite beers. And I've had some of the best Imperial Stouts of this year so far from BrewDog. They've been really up in their game. And of course they've got the overworked stuff now, which is tasting nice. Well, there's one beer that we had when we were in Birmingham, which I was not a fan of, but across the board, good stuff. So yeah, when BrewDog brew good beer, they brew good beer. And yeah, you're always guaranteed a good drink if you go to one of their bars. If it's not a BrewDog beer, it'll be one of the guest beers. And now they're doing this initiative to have local breweries for each bar, which I think is a good thing at the end of the day, no matter what you think of BrewDog. And you know, if you think negatively of BrewDog, then fair enough. I've still got a lot of time for them, and they do really good merch. So yeah. Anyway, I waffled on for way too long. This is what the beer looks like in a glass. Head dissipated, because I was just talking utter shit, as I usually do. But yeah, crystal clear. Lovely sort of a goldeny amber colour, as you would expect for a Pilsner. It's looking as I'd expect it to be. And I don't think I'll ever master the art of actually twirling a glass without either looking like I've got the worst shakes in the world or spilling the beer itself. But yeah, so there we go. Nice white head. Anyway, looks good. Let's give it a bit of a sniff. Yeah, you do definitely get a little bit of citrus bite, a little bit of stone fruit, as you would expect. Yeah, it's actually quite pronounced. It's what you expect with a Pilsner, because I always find Pils have a nice citrusy edge to them. But yeah, this slice has also got like a slight sherbetiness to it. Almost like Parma violets as well. A little bit floral. There we go. Then there's like subtle white pepper spiciness. Nice crisp biscuity malts. Very inoffensive on the nose. In fact, it's got a little bit more character with that addition of the hops they've used. Smelling really good actually, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's a solidly brewed Pilsner. Gets quite floral on the back end, which I'm not the biggest fan of, because I don't really like floral flavours. It's like people who like to drink rose water. It's like, what? Mind you, can people drink rose water, or they just like use it for... Yeah, I think you can drink rose water, can't you? I know you can like have... I don't like rose scented perfume. Just really does nothing for me on a woman. That was really quite sexist when it didn't need to be, but what a car crash of a beer review. Oh well. Yeah, it's herbal. It's got that sherbety lemon vibe. Got quite pronounced bitterness on the back end for a Pilsner, which ties into that herbal floral edge, which not the most satisfying finish, it's got to be said. Body, light, crisp. as you would expect. Nice gentle malt build. It's first quenching, it's not going to last me long. And yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another bottle of this, do you know what I mean? Just to knock back. Because I actually really don't mind when BrewDog do lagers, because they do them well, even though they've built quite a reputation on going after the macro lagers and, you know, pointing fun and that sort of stuff. But they can actually brew really good lagers, which I think is a great thing in of itself. What is that term? I don't know. I should really go to sleep. But yeah. It's a nice, simple Pilsner. You do taste Germany when you drink it, although there are plenty of German Pilsners that I would probably opt for before getting another bottle of this. But yeah, if I was in the supermarket, just want to get a few beers for the evening, just get a couple of bottles, a couple of these big bottles, that'll do me fine. Inoffensive, nice and simple. A beer that I would drink again, but not really too exciting. And that's it, really. So 7 out of 10 from me for the BrewDog Lost Lager. I really want to try this actually on tap in BrewDog and maybe do a little bit of a comparison between bottles and cans, because I know you can sometimes get quite a major difference, especially of how the bottles are kept. So yeah, it'd be interesting. You'll probably see me doing a video comparing the bottles to cans. Or I might even be a proper ponce and get a growler fill and then do a triple fret. I don't know. I might do it. Who knows? But perfectly serviceable lager. As a fan of lagers, I've had much worse. But at the same time, I've had much better. And I don't think it's trying to be like a trailblazer, although the blurb on the back might think so. Anyway, so if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What's some of your favourite BrewDog beers? Are you a fan of BrewDog? Are you against BrewDog? If you are, that's perfectly fine. You know, let's have a bit of a debate, even though I don't answer comments. And yeah, so check out my BrewDog playlist. Check out BrewDog. And yeah, 7 out of 10, not too bad. Give it a go if you've not had it. And for like, I think I paid like £2 for the bottle. Well worth the money, because it's 660ml. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you sat through this review, who the hell are you? See you guys later.